Good evening, everybody. We're going to start you off with radar. Watching this thunderstorm up here, it's all of a sudden decided it's going to get strong again. I'm going to show you a few things. Go back out to the studio. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. We're watching the kind of the bottom edge. The bottom edge of that storm. It's just southeast. And I have to turn the hockey game down. So we're watching this storm up here north of Fayetteville. A lot of lightning, and it's got this curve to it at the end too. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that. There's just enough wind shear on the back edge of this. See how we're getting that couplet there? Don't like the way that looks. Shear rate's starting to increase a little bit too. So again, there's just enough wind shear up here on the bottom edge of southern middle Tennessee to be concerned and continue to monitor that. Let me check weather service again. So let me put a storm track on this particular area of the storm. It's kind of moving a little east and southeast now, about 25 miles an hour. This is going to keep it probably just on the north side of Fayetteville. And notice how I don't have any towns showing up there, but let me go ahead and extend this view here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that out. I'm going to turn the hand tracker on here while I'm in here. Then I'm going to go back and do our normal little broadcast, but this little storm here, it's got my attention more than the other ones earlier today for this reason. One more thing. Okay, this way if we need to break into programming, got the hand tracker ready and available. But it is rotating here at the very base of it. I'm going to check the hail threat here too. Yeah, the hail threat's increasing with this storm. This is east of Cornersville. The hail core is going to be passing just to the north of Fayetteville towards the Petersville area. Getting a little bit close, Petersburg, I should say. So Petersburg, that storm's moving in. There's a lot of lightning with this. Probably a possibility of some damaging straight line winds with it as well. But it's this back edge that we're watching where we have this curve here. That's where we've got the low level rotation right in there. Is that a debris signature? Cancel this out. Watching that really close there. That continues. I just don't like the look of this. Going to continue to monitor this possible debris signature showing up. I'm going to go ahead and rock this back and forth to show you what I'm looking at. Nah, I don't think it is. It's kind of an artifact there. It kind of came and went, so I don't think that was a... But it's in that area that we'll have to watch. Good deal, yeah. National Weather Service saying, if you notice the CC lowering, moving into northern Lincoln County, it's not a TDS. It's well displaced from the weak rotation. Again, we've got weak rotation up here with this thunderstorm. We're going to continue to monitor this. I'm going to put this, that is one heck of a thunderstorm there. East-southeast at about 24 miles an hour. And once again, take it out a little bit farther. So we got Estill Springs, 1046. So it's going to move through Lynchburg as well up into Tennessee. And if it goes a little bit farther south, we're probably going to see it southeast towards Huntland. the model guidance has all this stuff dying out, and that's been one change. So we're going to continue to monitor this. I'll leave that up, and I'm going to go back to my normal position here, and going to go ahead and start the show. Looks like we're ready there. Take my glasses. So if you look north, man, you can see all that lightning going on with that storm. I'll continue to monitor this. I'm glad the Weather Service chimed in on that, because I'm sure people were like, oh, what's going on? All right. So let's get the desk camera set up, fade into it. So we're back in our normal spot. But again, that storm, anytime you get a storm like that, has that look to it. You got to keep an eye on it. So that storm there is going to continue to move southeast, and hopefully that's going to fade away. But man, that's moving more east, southeast. The Shoals, it's quiet. You had a pretty decent thunderstorm, very picturesque thunderstorm out there earlier this evening. I put this together. I just posted on my Facebook page too, and you may have to get your glasses out like me to read it. But what I've done here is I've kind of changed the format and breaking this down into the highest impact time for tomorrow. And I changed it alphabetically because I know a lot of people just look for your town on here as far as when's it going to hit my town, the impact. So you kind of go over.
Just fade it out. Yeah, just press.
Oh!
There we
I'm
go.
sorry. Now, see,
Get it, yeah.
that was really hard for you guys to read, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
I didn't know how to say it.
well, just say it. So, again, I've got it alphabetically here. I can't put every town in here. And so you can find this on my Facebook page. I just shared it because there's a lot of information in here, a lot of detail in here. What we're looking at tomorrow is winds maybe 55, 65 miles per hour. And if we get a meso low pressure system within the line, it's possible. Within these big lines of storms, you can get these meso vortices that develop. And if that were to happen, then we would see a potential for a low-end tornado threat. So a few of these areas, we've got Albertville, roughly 2:30 to 4:30 tomorrow. So I think it's going to end up being about an hour and a half to 2 hour impact as this moves through. So that's why I say don't cancel any plans. We got Donna checking in from Phil Campbell. Speaking of Phil Campbell, probably noon to 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to go through this hour by hour right now. Of course, I'm going to update myself on look at the radar here on that storm just across the state line. That's looking from Nashville. So again, some of you can check that out. Again, go to my Facebook page. You'll see that there as well. Man, that storm relative velocity's picked up a little bit more. So again, this thunderstorm is rotating up there in southern middle Tennessee. We'll have to really keep an eye on that. So we'll continue to monitor that. Again, I'm looking at that right on my phone. So let's get through this real quick, and I may go back out to the studio. So roughly 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., more traditional timeline here. Then 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Along I-65 up to 565 into southern middle Tennessee, the whole metro area. And then 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., roughly Guntersville, Albertville, Lake Guntersville, towards Scottsboro. Again, this is more of a 3-hour window here. Continue to monitor that storm. That storm, the rotating part of that storm is just southwest of Petersburg, and it's probably going to stay just north of Fayetteville over time. So let's get into the model guidance. Here's 10 o'clock tonight. The model guidance has this weakening, most of this moving kind of east of us. And again, we'll watch that. So overnight, I think it's going to be one of those you can go to sleep kind of nights after we get the storms in southern middle Tennessee put to bed. And then here's the latest timeline. Roughly noon, entering northwest Alabama. Fairly decent, robust line of storms coming through. And then very heavy rain here. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then quickly moving east. These storms could be moving at about 45 to 50 miles per hour as they move off to the east. So isolated damaging winds with this. And by 4 o'clock, it looks like this is going to be over with. Tornado warning just issued. All right. let's go ahead and go on the air.
All right.
Yeah, whatever you want to switch back there.